Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching European Delivery Made Easy in 129 Steps, Episode 6. This episode sponsored by South Bay BMW, located in beautiful Torrance, California, just a few minutes south of Los Angeles International Airport, a BMW North America recognized center of excellence. I'm Philippe Kahn, ladies and gentlemen. They call us Problem Child. We spend our lives on trial. We drive an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We're going to start this episode of European Delivery Made Easy with a quick thank you to South Bay BMW. As I told you, we are now sponsored by South Bay BMW, and I want to thank our dealer principal here, Peter Bozen. He has just made it a little bit easier for yours truly to take this little European delivery adventure and bring it to you in the style which you are all accustomed to. And I just want to take a quick note here, and pardon me if this is brown-nosing, but ladies and gentlemen, I want you to try a little experiment. No matter where you are in the universe, go ahead, pick up the phone and call your local BMW dealership and then ask the receptionist to speak to the dealer principal. I can guarantee you in 8 cases out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10 cases, you'll be transferred to the home office in Piscataway or Klamath Falls or Schenectady. You certainly won't get a human being. You might get an 800 number, and Lord knows the receptionist may not even know who the dealer principal is. That is not the case here at South Bay BMW. We have on-site ownership and on-site management, and as someone who has worked at a couple of different BMW dealerships, I can tell you firsthand that often makes a difference between success and failure, having the landlord on-site so that he can deal with problems as they arise. And once again, thank you, Peter, for your support. I'm going to make sure you do not regret it. All right, enough of the brown-nosing. Moving on. The number one question I've been getting lately, folks, about this European delivery adventure is, what are you getting? What are you getting? What are you getting? What are you getting? I'm not telling you. It's a big surprise. I can guarantee you it's going to be black, it's going to be big, it's going to be beautiful, and you're going to love it. And furthermore, it'll be a vehicle capable of breaking the Richtgeschwindigkeit on the Autobahn, and I will operate it in Erhöhte Betriebsgefahr along with you, and I'll be taking you along on this journey, and believe me, we will have a lot of fun, but it will be a big surprise. I want something for you guys to look forward to, a little punchline to this whole adventure, if you will. And I also want to mention, I have a customer of mine. First, his name is David. You might see images of him on either side of me here. Those are him on his European delivery adventure. He's actually taken the liberties of calling and emailing the BMW European Delivery Department, letting them know that, of course, I'm going there, not that they didn't know already, but asking them to give me a couple of curveballs, to give me a couple of surprises. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'm not even picking up that car that I think I'm picking up. Maybe they're going to give me a Lada or a Peugeot or something, a little commie car. I have no idea, but I have a feeling that as we speak, forces are aligning against me to turn this little trip into a little bit more of an adventure, something along the lines of The Amazing Race or, geez, maybe Survivor. I don't know, but David, thank you for adding a little fun and uncertainty to this trip. I hope to make it funny and worthwhile for you. Just a quick word on the itinerary, ladies and gentlemen. Honest to God, I haven't even finalized. I've bought the plane tickets, but I haven't even finalized where I'm staying or where I'm going just yet. Peter's little contribution will allow me to do that probably today or tomorrow. But the rough cut is this. I'll be flying into Germany in the late afternoon, about 5 or 6 o'clock. I'm probably going to go around and, if I have any energy, tour around, grab a quick bite to eat, get a little bit of the local flavor before crashing at the King's Hotel. That is BMW European Delivery's recommended hotel in Munich, and I'm eager to see exactly what all the hubbub is about. Next morning, I'll be getting up bright and early. Check-in time is at 8 o'clock at Die Welt, and I will be picking up the car shortly thereafter. I'm going to do the tour. I'm going to do the museum. I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can there until about lunch or so, and pick up a meal at Die Welt, and headed west. And I'm going to stop somewhere in the vicinity of Paris. I've been promising a couple of people that I'm going to get them a couple of cheesy Arc de Triomphe and Eiffel Tower souvenirs. So I definitely want to get somewhere in Paris eventually. And then spend the night there, next morning, have breakfast, and shoot up to Cherbourg. Along the way, I'm planning to see a couple of the World War II sites. That's a pretty famous stretch of real estate there where the Allies came aboard in 44, and I definitely want to stop by some of those cemeteries, a couple of the more historical sites along there, and then ending up in Cherbourg, which is famous for its seafood and French cuisine. I am something of a foodie, so I can guarantee you that I'll be stuffing myself with some gastronomical delights before hopping a ferry, which will be taking me to the Emerald Isle, and the ferry allegedly is called the Oscar Wilde. Sounds like a fun one. I'm a big fan of Oscar Wilde myself. I think he's probably the best thing to come out of Ireland maybe since Guinness. And so I'm definitely eager to see what the Oscar Wilde ferry has in store for me. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, on this hurdy-gurdy episode of European Delivery Made Easy, one last quick word on the objective. I told you one thing I was planning on doing in episode 4 was mending fences with my sister and starting a whole brand new relationship there. But one other thing I'm going to be doing while I'm in Europe is I'm going to be meeting an old friend for the very first time. And I just want to make that clear. That's another very big objective on this trip. And I can guarantee you that old friend is going to be looking at these videos, if he isn't already, perhaps someday, and going to be laughing and just wondering what a batshit crazy friend he's got to put himself out like this and document this entire adventure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that should about do it for today on European Delivery Made Easy in 129 Steps. That is episode 6. I shall see you next time.